Hello everyone, welcome back. Another trading day. Somehow it feels better, the fact that it's not Monday anymore. How's everyone doing? Let's see what today brings. Tomorrow we have the Fed interest rate decision, which I think it does affect previous day because lots of big money still waiting for that decision. Yesterday, again, I did 2 trades. None of them work. Since I started doing this, not a single Monday has worked. Which is also a good news because that's what I came looking for, that kind of data. It's hard for the human part because no matter what, I always want to win. But when I analyze everything in the afternoon, when I don't have any emotions, and I look at my journal, that's actually a very good data. And that's, I think, after I stop trading on Mondays, it will improve my, well, it would just take out probably 20-25% of my losing trades of the week every week. So that's an improvement. But for that, for me to have that information, I needed to trade just Monday. That's the risk. Market just opened. I have a setup with the first percent of fair value gap. Today it's for more downside. So once it closes, I'll enter with more downside. I already burned the account I was using for the first percent of fair value gap. The 2 previous weeks were horrible with mistakes and things like that. So I burned that after being on break even. And now I have to switch to a new account. I didn't want to, but I have to. It's a completely new account. It's already SIM funded. I passed that account a long time ago and I had it there waiting for one of the account to be burned. And now it's time to switch to that account. somehow the opening has to give me some kind of clue of what today could look like. If we balance for the first 15 minutes, then it's a high chance that we could balance for the rest of the day, but not exactly balance on a range, but it's does stay when, even if price is trending, it's doing deep pullback. So that's the way I'm trying to see it. I'm just not waiting just for the first minute to pass. I'm actually trying to get some information of this first minute. And the only reason I don't trade them is because I don't have a setup. If I had a setup, then I'll trade it. NQ already took London low, and now it's heading to yesterday high, and below yesterday high we have yesterday close. So we have good levels to the downside. We are about to get the first percent fair value gap. I'm in the 5 minute. This is the 5 minute, so this is the 1 minute. So I'm going to use the other account. This is not my main account. This is a new account I use only for this, for first percent fair value gap trade. Let's call it that. I'm going to risk around $200. So that's why I'm going to enter here with 5.
Order filled.
My stop loss is at low of day. I mean high of day. And my first target is yesterday high, which is at 56. 56. I don't know why my PC it's fast, but my mouse it's lagging. I don't know why.
Order submitted.
I would take partials of yesterday high. I would take, and then one more at yesterday close, which is at 29. That's one more here.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
And then let's see what happened. I could probably let the other one. Let's see, because after we take this for partial, I have to move to break even. And I could easily get stop out on break even with the rest of the lots. like I said, this is not a trade I take with my main account. This is something I'm trying with the first percent fair value gap. I like always to say that because people will ask me, why did you enter short, or how do you know? I didn't know. I just, before market open, the idea was wait for the first percent fair value gap, and today enter short for more downside. This candle's low. This candle low is 56. It's one tick above my target. Strange question, but is there such a thing as an ideal time to invest in the S&P? I'm not very involved in that, brother. I cannot provide any financial advice, nor you should take any from me. I wish I could help you, but I only trade futures. Other than that, it's not my field.
Order filled.
So now I move this to break even. I say break even, but it's a little bit, it's kind of a 1 point below. So I pay for the commission of every contract. Like I was saying, I have to, this is something new I'm doing because at the beginning I was taking all contracts here at this low, all, because that's what I learned. That's where I figured out this strategy has a 60% win rate. But sometimes and many times price continue going in my favor, and then instead of this is probably a 0.71 to 1 trade. That's it. So my entry is here, my stop loss is here. See, it was kind of a 0.75, 0.60, let's say 0.65 to 1 trade, which is not a good, it's not a good RR, but because this strategy doesn't has a 60% win rate, it's not profitable. So I have to figure it out how to take more. And that's what I'm doing right now, trying to do. If price go back again to the first percent of fair value gap, it will stop me out and break even on the rest of the contracts or lots. So my next target is yesterday close. We don't only have yesterday high here, but we also have 50% of yesterday close and today's open. Let's see. Today's open, it's here. See, 50%. Once I get stop out and break even here, I will switch to my main account, which is the one ending in 44. So you won't be able to see the execution. I want to see what price do the next 5 minutes, but it looks like a sell-off from the opening, and this 5 minute it's not looking strong. Let's see how it closes. This is the last minute of this 5 minute.
Order canceled.
So that's it. I made $100 on this trade. I'm going to switch to the main account now and probably look for more downside. Let's see how the next 5 minute candle close. But for me to enter for more downside, the interpretation will have to be something like, okay, we open, sell off, and this is a weak try. Whatever we do here, it's a weak try from the buyers. Therefore, going to enter for more downside. That's it. When it got my stop loss on break even to the tick, and it's now going in my favor. But again, this trade, because I don't do any reading, there's no bias, there's nothing here. I have to behave like a robot. I have whatever it tells me, and that's it. Just, and with time, somehow make it better. But again, I'm going to switch to a main account now. He has already hit yesterday close, which means it closed the gap between today's open and yesterday close. Let's see what kind of reaction do we get from there. Thank you. It's a little bit behind, like 20 points away from it. For more downside, it will be key this 5-minute candle closing below its 50%. It will be ideal. It will be ideal, this candle closing below its 50%. So it didn't close below the 50%. It's true, we are downtrending, and this could be the first try for more upside to reverse this, and it could fail. This could be price failing to reverse this. Let's see. Hey, how's it going, Rizzy? How are you feeling today? Yeah, look at that. Completely fail. Now I'm going to look for an entry for more downside. But what happened? This low, it's to the tick. Just today close. This low, it's 33.5. And yesterday close is 29. Let's see. The only thing I don't like here, it has to be a big move, because I will have to place my stop loss here, and then my target, it's far. Let's see.
Order filled.
I entered there with 2 contracts. Stop loss about above this swing high. My target is at 11.75. Notice how with the first trade, with the first percent of fair value gap, I got stop out almost to a tick. And then price went exactly to the last target. Do you take anything on the first trade? Yes, I took partial and then moved stop loss to break even. So it was a $100 win. That's a setup I do with the first percent of fair value gap. It's not with my main account. It's still a sim funded account. But that's something I'm testing out because it has nothing to do with price action or reading or bias. It's just an analysis that I do during pre-market, and then before market open, I already know if I have to enter short or long after the first percent of fair value gap. So it's something I'm working on it. It's still not profitable. I did a back test on that strategy and it has a 60% win rate, but the thing is with the risk and reward, there are is this DXY? No, this is NQ futures. My first trade of the day with the main account, and let's see because we can easily find a little support here at yesterday close. One thing that I like is that yes, it's weaker, so it keeps pushing down. It already did the reaction to yesterday close. Well, let's see. My target, it's not at a key level, it's just a 1-to-1, which is also good because sometimes when I put it on a key level, price could easily do a high low and reverse. It wouldn't be the first time. And if I'm not fast enough, this end up being a losing trade. But because my target, it's not at a key level, and the other thing that I have for more downside, it's a sell side liquidity, which I think it's a 4-hour low. It's 24,487, so I think I'm good. Price will tell. we have an SMT, which I like because many people use this as a confirmation, which means if they get stopped out, it will fuel my move for more downside. And then after we break this low, we might see a fast move and I don't have to stay too long on the trade. Let's see. But yes, we have an SMT, which for me, it's not enough to reverse a trend, but for some people it is, which they also use another confluences, but I still think we can see lower prices. What time frames are those on the screen? The white one, it's a 1 minute, and the screen horizontal, it's a 5 minute. I have ES on the left and NQ on the right in the 5 minute time frame. Hey, how's it going, Tuki? Yeah, I'm on a trade right now, shorts. Usually when the trade's not going to work, I see a fast reaction and price go very fast in my favor. But also, when the trades most of the time work, I also see a good reaction to my entry level and it hit fast my target. But what I'm trying to say is that this consolidation here, it doesn't scare me. It looks like a weak try from the buyers. That's the way I see it. If you look at the 5 minute, there's nothing here that, in my opinion, I would look for to say, okay, this is reversing. But I have also learned that many reversal don't look like A plus reversal and vice versa. So I'm already on a trade. All I have to do now is wait. Look, ES was the one that did the high and low with the SMT that I mentioned here. And ES already took low of day. That's it. Again, when I look at the 5 minute, it looks like a weak try from the buyers. And at some point I'll be able to get better and have more confidence on my strategy and do things like adding a little bit more after we break below this low and then moving my stop loss. Those are things that I would like to do, but that takes, in my opinion, time. And I first have to get better with this and then add things. But even though if I want now, I shouldn't do it now. You're in for a surprise. What do you mean, brother? 13. You think it's going up? Let's see if we have a reversal down here. Because we hit -2 standard deviation. Let's see. The way I see it, it doesn't look good for a reversal. Even after I enter. But let's see. I heard this, it's a zero gain sum. So someone has to win. Yeah, it's very bearish. I mean, it's still market. Yeah. I don't like to trade reversal, but even though I like to see what price is doing, and I always say, would I enter here for more upside? And I wouldn't. So there's nothing for me to enter here for more upside. That's it. Instead, I will sell above every 5-minute candle. Above every 5-minute candle. It's important to see how this 5-minute candle closes. And also the continuation. Because, for example, if this closes like this doesn't continue going higher. If the next candle stop me out and again close to its high, then it's a good setup reversal. Our price, in my opinion, is ready to reverse, and that would be a good idea, a good setup for more upside. Again, it still gives me confidence about the setup, because one of the worst thing for me would be like I get stop out and then price immediately move in my favor. So that put me out of the game. because again, if I get stop out, it will look for me like price it's reversing. Last minute of this 5-minute candle. Let's see how it closes. It did close below these two previous 5-minute, which is bearish. I know what price did after I enter, it's not ideal. It's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for fast reaction, more continuation. This is how the 1 minute's looking. There's no correlation right now with ES and NQ. ES took low of day again, whereas NQ was at this high. Look, ES what it's doing, which is at some point what I'm trying to do. If I see that one is supporting my idea better than the other, I want to enter either on ES or NQ, whoever is supporting my idea better. However, for me, NQ was looking good for more downside as well. But it's true, like I mentioned, who took yesterday close first? ES. Which means it was a little bit more aggressive. It was a little bit more bearish. I know, well, I don't know. I know nothing. But I think, yeah, that's what I wanted to say. That was what I wanted to mention. The stop losses below this, remember this trade here? So I wanted to see that. But now I don't want to see price coming back again. However, whatever price do, I don't move nor the stop loss or the target. Do something. Trend is your friend and Q at all time high, short the pops. This is not ideal. This is worse for my trade than all this. Taking this and reacting this way. Now I think there's high probability that I get stopped out, higher than whatever price was doing here. back to break even. I have been on this trade for about 22 minutes. Should have taken TP, market divergence, show short. Let's see. It wouldn't surprise me that I get stop out for price to continue lower, which I think that if I get stop out, we could easily enter on a range or then more upside. This is going to run up. Let's see. Now look at ES. Now this is different. See? Look at the 5-minute on ES. Let's see, we still have to wait out. This is the beginning of this 5 minutes, so this could easily close to its open, which means another fail. But let's see. If that green candle invalidated the fair value gap, maybe. The only thing I don't want to see is this, honestly, because imagine if we see this we're almost at a 1-to-1 trade. Let's say we enter long after this candle close. We see the reaction after we took this low. I wanted to see fast. Remember I was saying I wanted to see price going fast below this because in my opinion there were stop loss down here, but it wasn't like that. So if I enter here, put my stop loss here, we're about to hit a 1-to-1 target for everyone that entered after this candle closed. Shorting all-time high. Yes, I entered shorts at 954. Look at the 5-minute on ES. I'm about to get stop out. The only thing that could save me here, it's just at the high, which is at 56. Let's see if price find anything there. But it would be weird that this trade end up working. I don't have any trade that looks like this, that at the end it worked. Now again, look at the 5 minute. They keep closing bearish. Again, this candle closed below all this candle. And yes, same thing. Or you guys call that consolidation area or pops with multiple. Your trade will work, but I will advise you to put stop the break even if it give you the chance to. I don't move the stop loss or the target. It's something that I'm doing. I want to try to do that for at least 2 months without any changes, so I can actually work better with whatever data I get after that. So maybe after that time, I will move my stop loss, do things like that, you know, but I don't want to do it just because of the sake of it. Awesome. I'm glad you understand, man. Sometimes it's kind of hard to explain. But yeah, it's a rule I have, but only to have clear data. Because if I start to see like 6 trade, all of them I move my stop loss, sometimes I could forget why I move it. Was it because the trade took too long? Was it because ES did an SMT? It was because, you see, so many things. So I'm trying to stay kind of simple so I can actually work with whatever I have on my journal. What do you use to trade? Ninja Trader. This is Ninja Trader, the white chart. That's very nice. Yeah, that's a good idea. Correct. Yeah, that's what I had in my mind. Less variable, it's better to see if you have an edge or not. I think you are the best person to explain or to understand without me telling you whatever it is that I'm doing. I'm actually learning and trying to see if I have an edge or if I can build an edge. So yes, that I'm trying to use less thing so I can work better. And then with time, add or reduce according to whatever my journal tells me. Are you trading a demo? This is a sim funded account. I have one demo account, but because I have 2 sim funded account, I only use the demo account in the afternoon, which is also a new session that I'm learning how to trade as well. I don't usually trade the PM session, but this is a sim funded account with my funded futures. Price is trading very close to my stop loss, and like I say, I haven't done any single trade after more than 60 trade that looks like this and it ended up working, which is telling me that I will probably get stop out. Now the thing is, I keep saying it doesn't look like a nice reversal for me, so it's not like after I get stop out I could start looking for more upside. I think I will have to sit back and see what price is actually doing. We might be trading, well, we might know we are trading in a range, and very easily I could get stop out and then see price run in my favor, but it is what it is. Do you get that $1 promotion? No, you know, I don't like to enter on those things because I never get the, you know, when traders, live streamers, they do, how do you say that? Say, I forget the name, but you just have to enter to win the prize. I never win, so I stopped doing that long time ago. So I actually passed the challenge account. Like I say, passing a challenge account, you don't need to know how to trade to pass a challenge account. It's my opinion. I have passed a lot of challenge account and I have never been able to get a payout. So that's why I have that opinion. Because I understand that I know how to click, I know how to place a trade, but I don't have an edge in trading. They gave away 50 accounts to 20 people for $1 for the first month. Oh, you received one? I thought it was like another. I forgot the name of every live streamer do that, but I forgot the name. It's a giveaway. I thought it was a giveaway. I thought it was a giveaway, and you have to enter and then see if you qualify or whatever. Somehow, every time I used to enter, yeah, I got no chance, so I stopped. I stopped entering on those. Giveaway. Is this gold? No, this is NQ. Because I had an account with them a long time ago and I received an email and I got one of the account. Yeah, let's see. If you're clicking button without any knowledge of the chart, you're just gambling at this point. I understand people could see it that way. And I don't plan to discuss. No, I'm not gambling. Oh yes, you're gambling. No, I'm not. But the way I see it, it's I have to learn. I am studying. I know a few things, but in my opinion, whatever I know, it's not enough to be consistent and profitable. So I guess I have to start at some point. I know another people would say, if you don't know how to trade, if you're not profitable, why don't you pay per trade? Why do you keep investing money, losing that money? I already did pay per trade. I think it worked, but just to kind of avoid some mistakes, learn how to click, learn how to the basic. But in my opinion, and because I have struggled a lot, when you're risking real money, I think it's a different total game for me. Like I say, I can pass a challenge account very easy. Not very easy, but I can pass it. And yet, I can never make it to a payout. Is that yeah, that's a portion of it. It's because I don't have a profitable edge, but also I think it's also mentally. But I understand you're not the first one to say that I'm gambling. I'm actually learning. Just give me a little bit more time and then you might see better looking trades. But I understand. Like I say, I'm not planning on entering on that discussion because at the end it's opinions. I think if on Fridays I show the journals and all of that, and I think if you see it, if you go to also to my YouTube channel and you see the way I'm trying to trade, you might change your perspective. But realistically, one trade a day, it's all you need. Could be. Mental games are harder for me. I have an edge and I can prove this on a demo every time. It is. There are people that say, I have seen a few videos of supposedly good traders, and they say the only reason you struggle with the mental game, it's because you don't have a profitable edge. In my opinion, that's a catch. So you buy the course, but that could be true, but I don't think so. I think this requests a very strong mind and very bold mind. On the same trade right now. Where did you enter? Because I entered a long time ago. I have been about to get stop out like 3 times. I'm again back to break even. This is important because, like I say, I have never done a trade where I see this type of price action and it end up working. I don't have a single trade like this. Probably I have trade that has take this long, but it's usually in my favor. Then when go in my favor, break even, my favor, break even. But like this, I don't have a single trade that has done this and has end up working. Equal lows, price will attack it. Let's see. Let's see. Hopefully buyers give up already here and let's see. At this point, whatever I interpret, it doesn't matter because like I say, I don't move my stop loss, I don't move my TP. What concept do you use to trade? Okay, I watch a lot of ICT videos. It's not that it didn't work. I still use a few of his concepts, but somehow it wasn't enough for me. I don't know. I don't know if it wasn't enough. I'm saying it wasn't enough because I went to study Allbrooks, which is mainly price action. So that's what I say. It wasn't enough because I think if it was enough, then I shouldn't be changing to something else. But that's what I would do. I have a few ideas, a few concepts that I learned from ICT. And right now I'm learning price action with Allbrooks. Price can go up to 24,450. We can allow that. Yeah, that's good. What confluences do you use? I like to use previous day high, low, previous week high, low. Those level, London low, London high, midnight opening, yesterday close, yesterday open. I look at candles and I look price respecting all the flow. But I don't need all of them to, as of now, I'm learning. So maybe after 3 months, I would get to a point that yes, I needed all this for a trade to work. But as of now, I don't look for too many confluences like at the same time to enter on a trade. I like to trade with trend. I try to avoid reversal trades. And I say I try because sometimes I don't think I'm entering on a reversal trade. And when I look in the afternoon in my journal, I say, this was a reversal trade. Why did I enter on this? And the thing is, before starting all this, I would say 80% of my trade, all of them, 80% of my trade, 80% of my losing trade came from reversal trades. So I try to stay out of that. So for some people, it could look like I use a lot of things. For others, they might say I need a few more things. And because everyone has a lot of different opinion, at the end it has to be something that I decide, but with my data. It is goal. No, this is the NQ. This is NQ, yeah. continuation has a higher win rate than reversal, in my opinion. That's the way I see it. That's the way the people I'm learning from see it. But I also have seen good traders that it has to be someone for everything. So yes, there will be people that are very, very good on reversals, but I think in the phase I am, which is learning, in my opinion, it's a good idea to avoid reversal. Not only that, I saw it on my journal. It mainly don't work for me. And it also, most of them are also based on, okay, price has gone too much time in one direction. Now it's time to reverse. And that's the worst thing. Believing that price is overextended or it's time, it's too much. So now it has to reverse because everything that goes up, it needs to go down. In my opinion, that's the worst mentality. And that's how I led many of my losses. That's why I avoided. I'm long personally, but in ES, in this, go up for some reason. I think there must be a reversal and get this high before going down. Yeah, we call them bottom thick and top thick demons. I don't want to be rude, but I think you will get stopped out. No, it's alright, brother. I was saying that I don't have a single trade that looks like this and it ended up working on, it ended up hitting TP. So as of right now, for me, it's a 50-50. Hey, thank you for the gift, brother. Bro, realistically, I would have avoided take a trade like this. Remember, I took my trade when price was looking like this. Look, I took my trade when price was looking like this. Now that we see this, of course, yeah, I wouldn't take a trade either. Are you break even on this trade? Or what do you mean? See, now here's the thing. It tore sub-facial lows. You're right. I didn't see that. I didn't see that. I missed that. Normally, if we total sub one of those key levels, I wait for more confirmation to enter. Do you $1 trade? I don't know what does that mean. If it was a strong displacement candle, I would have continued. I agree with you. Because, yeah, if I knew that we took, it's a mistake. That's why this trade, if it worked, it's are you trading just by $1? I don't know, what does that mean? Are you trading just by $1? Or do you buy in with more? I enter with two contract, with my two micros. Hey, how's it going, Manny? How you doing? How much is a micro? I don't know how much it's a micro. It should be a lot less than a mini. I'm sorry I cannot help you with that information. It's just something I don't know, honestly. Good. How's your day going today? It's going good. Somehow I managed again to enter on a trade and what price did after I entered just balance. But other than that, it's not bad. Where do you get funded accounts? Because I use the fires. I have two my founder futures sim funded accounts. I don't keep looking for others prop firms because I think whatever my funded futures offer with price, it's good. I like no activation fee and the price is not that bad. So I'm not sure if there are betters out there. Yes, this is NQ. There's no goal, it's NQ. How much do you have to make a day to keep your funded account? With my funded future, nothing. I think the only rule similar to that is that you have to do one trade every 7 days. I think that's a rule. I'm not sure. One trade every 7 day. Other than that, although I would recommend TPT, Take Profit Trader. Is that the one, right? TPT. I have heard of it, but I could say sometimes I used to focus on chopping profits, and at the end I realized all I need is to become profitable and learn how to trade. I didn't want to distract myself and then thinking, oh, I shouldn't go with this one or this one, or at the end it's five more, and all of them it's something. If they're very low in price, it's because the rules I can are harder than the one that are high in price, things like that. So I try to learn how one profit, the rules and all of that, and then stay with them. And for me, I like my funded future, which is the one that I'm funded right now, sim funded. Top Step, I like Top Step as well. Very clear rules, clear price, and TradingView. That's it. But I have heard about yeah, Take Profit. A lot of people that I watch on TikTok, they use Take Profit Trader. What's your TP level? It's 24,511. Are you green on the day so far? This is my first trade with the main account. I took another trade with another SIM funded account, but that account I only use for a trade that I do with the first percent fair value gap. I entered short here. I took partial here. I moved to break even. This is why I don't move to break even, not yet, on my main account, on the account that I do whatever it is that I do, because I try to avoid this. But on this one, I came to a conclusion that yes, it's better if because before I used to take all contracts down here. Now I want to take a little bit more, so it made the RR better. But yeah, that's what happened today. I entered short here, took partial here, moved to break even. I got stop out to the tick. And then my final target was yesterday close, which was around here. So I made $100 on that account. And with my main account, that's it, only one trade today. Is it based on some old low or fair value gap? The other account setup strategy, it's based on the first percent fair value gap. I would say it's some kind of a study that I'm doing. It worked. I did a back test on it. It has a 60% win rate, but because I'm not a robot and I don't know how to build a robot with it, I still make some mistake. So when I started again last month, the beginning of last month. First 2 weeks, I was down around 1K. The next 2 weeks, I went back to break even. And then from the beginning of this month, I started making mistake with that account. And I burned the account last week. But only because of mistakes. Like I say, it has a good win rate, 60% with the back test I did. And the other thing is that I have to manually get better at taking profit, because I actually don't have a clear level to take profit on that account. And the win rate, the 60% win rate, the average RR, it's like 0.5 to 1, 0.75 to 1, and you need more than that with a 60%. I think it's a 65 win rate. That's why I tried to take partial here, was down here, and try to get more downside. It's about to be 1050. As of now, I would have been looking for probably my second or last trade, and it just happened to be that I'm still stuck with my first trade. What country do I live in? United States. Again, when I look at the higher time frame, it doesn't look like price could reverse, but different from when I entered, now we are on a range. So anything is a 50-50, even for more downside. Because in my opinion, this trend already shift to a consolidation, to a balance, to a range. Therefore, anything here, in my opinion, it's a 50-50. More upside, it's a 50-50. More downside, it's a 50-50. The way I see it. That's somehow the last hope. See if price can take low of day inside macro. Let's see. I have been in this trade for 1 hour. It looks like we're still trading Monday's price action. This is a Monday's price action. Seems like engineers outside and it's just going for premiums to onboard shorts. Yeah, that's another thing. That's why even if I like to put my stop loss at a level where if I get stop out, I can have some confidence that I was wrong in the idea and there's high chances that price it's going on the direction against my trade. So I can start thinking about the reversal. But as of right now, it's not. We could easily here, the way I see it, we could easily here break out of the range and then keep dropping. Like I'd say, for me, it's a 50-50 right now. We can expect too much before FOMC and interest rate decision tomorrow. I agree. I agree. We just did a high low with an outside candle in the 5 minute. So we have this high low, and then we have an outside candle. It's true, it's not closing close to its high. However, it has a nice continuation. Sometimes I think I'm a scalper because my average hold time is from 3 to 5. The actual average hold time that my journal say it's like 10 minutes, but it's because of these outliers. That's why we cannot rely too much on average. I know that most of my trade, they end up hitting TP or stop loss in 3 or 5 minutes. So I was saying that sometimes I see myself as scalper, but then how do I explain this? Maybe scalpers also have time stop loss, but I'm not sure about that. Which is not bad because let's say I'm on this trade, but I have a manager that manage me. So if he go to my journal and he see this, he will close this trade. Because like I said, there is not a single trade that I have been in for a long time and end up being a win. Don't worry too much about these labels. What does PISDA mean? PISDA. Is that your name, your last name, or that has a meaning? Oh, I see. Data says short in Q. Let's see. I'm in shorts already. I mean female. Is that? Oh, female raiders. Huh. I see. Where are you from? Where is that word from? Slovakia. Delta is flat. Is delta a study? I thought delta the only delta I know it's the one used for options. Delta order flow. You can use for futures. I see. How does that look like? Let me see. Let me see if ThinkOrSwim has it. I just want to have an idea of what you're saying. No, it doesn't. Let's see a run before macro close. Let's see. The only thing now is that when price, what I have seen and learned is that when price try to break out a range, it usually came back. Probably it could came back to the 50%, or it could reverse. But like I'd say, at this point, it's just 50%, 50-50, whatever I'd say, it's just opinion, and it doesn't affect my trade because I don't move my stop loss on my target. But yeah, I like to kind of read it. Also, in a healthy price action, which somehow we're not because we're ranging, we are not trending, we will see macro closing on its low of day by that time. Doesn't mean that that's low of the day, but it will be low of the day by the time. I have been on this trade for 1 hour and 10 minutes. Easy money, easy money. I've been here for 1 hour. I think it would have been easier to wait for macro and then short it. But again, that's called outcome bias. I'm saying that because I already know what happened and I don't want to be on that. But what I was seeing when I entered on a trade was this. So, but yeah, target hit. It's the first time this happened. I usually after this long way I get stop out. But that's the thing with trading. It's always something new. And in my opinion, the idea is to adapt. Please that you stay here the whole time. Really appreciate that. Patient paid off. I told you it would work. Yeah, nice. The thing now it's already 11 past 11. So that's it. And I think we already did the move that I would look to enter. So there is a 95% that I won't take any more trades. I'm going off the chart for today. Tomorrow will be interesting. It will. All right, brother. Thank you. Thank you for passing by. Take care. Next time, brother. $24,500. It's your target. My next target would be 24,487. But now this is key because, like I'd say, when price break out of a range, it's kind of tricky. For Nasdaq, what's VPOC? VPOC, I have never heard that before. Yesterday, VPOC. Point of control. Most trade. How do you see that? What tool do you use to see that? I use zero short. I have two also on there. But I mean, that's a very very interesting level. Is it true? Because I've heard things about things like that. For example, times and sell. Is it true? Because I've heard traders that say that they have, and also I have seen it myself, orders, biggest order ever, and price do nothing. So what platform do I use? ThinkOrSwim and NinjaTrader to execute. I use data and value only to trade. I don't use platform, no lines. I see. Value best way to trade. Somehow I use value as well. Not as you, because you use two, but I use value in the sense that I don't know how to explain it, but yeah. Everyone trades different. It's a good thing. Could you give me an example of what do you mean value? Let's see if it's what I understand. I know typing is hard, but just a very simple example. How do you know about a buy and a sell? Honestly, I don't. I'm learning, and I don't think yeah, I'm learning right now, brother. I wish I could help you with that, but value, so I mean, previous day, most trades area, previous day, most area, high, lows, point of control. Yeah, previous. I see. So it all big orders, nothing happened. Big candles, small orders. That's why I stopped use that. It doesn't work for me because it kind of, I kept asking for those type of confirmation and it did nothing for me. So I use that of previous day to determine what value is. Depends on day. It's trending, it's trading. You have to trust your strategy, I guess. I see. I guess I never was too open to trade with that. And when you're like that, as soon as you hear someone saying, no, I don't use this, I don't use that, and when you're learning, you just go right away with them. Maybe that's what happened. This is what I was referring with tricky, because we just came out of a range. Now, I'm not sure if this is a breakout pullback, if this is a false breakout, whatever it is. So it's kind of, in my opinion, for me to enter on a trade right now, which I won't, I will have to wait. All right, brother. Thank you for following me. I always take tips, but I'm trying something. I'm trying to stay consistent with whatever I'm doing. It's not working. I'm still building it. I don't want to give a, like, don't accept guess, but I'm not trying to change anything as of now for the main reason that I want to stay consistent with one thing. But like I said, we just talk about something you use, and that for me it's also, I like it. So thank you for the follow and thank you for chatting. I'm also about to go. Like I said, there's no more opportunity for me here. You don't know I'm flat right now. I'm done for the day. I only took one trade. It was short. I was 1 hour and 10 minutes to hit TP. And that's big about the price action today. Therefore, for me, it's a good time to get off the shorts. Thank you everyone for watching. I'll do a recap in the afternoon, but because it's only one trade, it will be probably short. And then I will be live streaming again tomorrow. That's it, and I hope I'll see you in another live stream. Take care, everyone.